There's a popular quote by Tony Robbins that states, "Where focus goes, energy flows." The more we focus on something, the more energy we add to it. This energy is what crystallizes as a manifestation in the form of objects, people, and experiences. In other words, our energy eventually becomes the things we get to interact with in our physical world when enough of it has been focused in a specific direction. This begins as very subtle and spiritual in nature. We first create on the spiritual plane. To have that spiritual component become manifest as physical, there must be sufficient focus and energy. Energy is flowing through us at all times. If we desire something and we don't see it as a physical reality, there will only be one thing blocking it, and that's resistance. So our first job as an intentional creator is to remove resistance standing in the way, in much the same way that we would clear a clogged sink. And our second job is to focus our energy so it's flowing as a spiritual manifestation, which allows it to then become physical. There's an easy way to discover any resistance you might have regarding something you want to manifest. You can decipher resistance by noticing how you feel. Anytime you focus on anything, you have an internal meter that sends you signals that are either positive or negative. If you feel lack, frustration, anger, or anything else that doesn't feel pleasant, these negative feeling states indicate resistance or a blockage. But your natural state of being is happiness, peace, abundance, and all of the other positive states. And that's why you feel ease when you experience those. Stuck energy equals negativity, just as flowing energy equals positivity. If you experience a negative emotion, this is simply the result of the natural positive creative energy that you come from and that wants to flow through you with ease, conflicting with the focus of your attention and signaling you that something is off. This is to say, when you feel negativity, your focus of attention is opposed to your desires and the natural state of energy that you come from and are made of. For instance, if you were to focus on lack, which is resistance to abundance, you are directing your natural positive state of energy to the vibration of lack. Lack conflicts with the desire of abundance, and so there's a sort of clash of energy that creates negative emotion. But when you remove resistance, there's nothing for your natural positive state of energy to clash with, and you get into a free-flowing state that directs your energy in strong waves and manifests your desires much more quickly. So how do you release this resistance so you can begin to focus your energy into your creations? The first step, and the most important, is to make peace with what is. You don't try to rid yourself of something you no longer wish to experience, because this will add more energy to it. Just make the decision to remain uninvolved and to just observe it from an impartial perspective. If you have a thought or feeling that says, "I don't like what's happening," just let it be there, notice it, and then let it pass. When you go through this part of the process, you starve the energy from the resistance, and therefore the manifestation, dissolving the energy that keeps it in place. Once you have accomplished a state of peace, you only need a small amount of focus to begin creating huge momentum towards your manifestation, because then you are coming from a neutral state with no blockages and no resistance. Energy responds to focus. The more focus, the more that energy crystallizes and becomes physical reality. Your focus is one of the most important tools that you naturally have the ability to use in the manifestation process. Additionally, the universe works with emotions and feeling states. It's the energy and the fuel that drives it, and you have the ability to attach any emotion you choose to any thought. It's simply a matter of redirecting the energy within you to do so. So in your neutral state, invite the feeling you want to begin forming. Mentally send it an invitation to enter your spiritual essence and become a part of your energy. And then allow your mind to gently search for small ways to create it within you even further. For example, if you wanted to create a relationship in your life, you know that having a relationship means experiencing love. So find a moment in your life when you already felt love and use that memory to embody this feeling. Or you could even observe someone who has a dynamic relationship and discover the ways in which they embody love, and then attempt to duplicate that within you. In this part of the process, you're just focusing on the feeling only. And as you do this each day, the focus and energy begins to grow. You can even create a mantra that includes your feeling states while you're going through this process. For example, you might say something like peace, happiness, freedom, security, love, and repeat that as you sit in this state. You're coming from a place of no resistance and creating the feeling necessary that aligns you with the thought of the manifestation. And then just be grateful that you've been able to create this feeling within. Ride the emotional wave and enjoy that for what it is. Accept the energy freely and bask in it. Your emotion is actually instant manifestation. You've manifested it in that moment. So be grateful for that. And as you add the energy of your emotion from a resistant-free state and pile on gratitude to give it even more momentum, you are growing an energetic flame with the power to manifest in tangible form. If you find yourself feeling as though something in your life is a problem, realize that you have the ability to focus and redirect your energy in a new direction. Even if you just change your focus slightly in that moment, you begin to release resistance. Set the intention now that you will use your mind to create, rather than using it to solve problems. This is how you release resistance and merge fully with the natural flow of life that roots itself in abundance and that is always there to supply you and assist you in creating your dreams as your reality.